Welcome back into Global News Morning, and thanks for spending your Thursday with us. Travel and style expert Jennifer Weatherhead Harrington joins us today with some pro in-flight sleeping hacks, not just haps, to help make your travel experience more enjoyable. Of course, we were talking about this earlier. This is something that most of us can relate to, and a lot of us actually have trouble doing. So good morning.
I know. I mean, you're out of your element, so of course it's a little bit strange to be trying to fall asleep when you're maybe in a middle seat next to a few people you don't know who might be invading your space, but I have some tricks that I think will probably help you out.
Okay, so I know that we wanted to start off on the left-hand side of the table because this is a big one and something that I first looked at too when I came out to the table to see everything that you brought in, because it's a great idea.
This is my favorite thing. I recommend bringing your own on-plane sleep kit. So this is actually a Canadian-made set. It's by Vol Privé. It comes with a weighted eye mask, so it feels more like you're in a spa.
Okay.
So that adds to like a little bit of the Zen moment. It has a little pillow and your own blanket. This is all completely machine washable, so you don't have to worry about those germs and that kind of thing.
Right, so you're not just taking it from the plane and packing it back up. You can actually take it all out and freshen it up for your next flight.
Yeah, and I even use this pillow actually to put behind my back, because I think sometimes people have problems sleeping because their back is sore when they're on those flights. Those seats are not comfortable at all, so this really helps with the lumbar.
Excellent. And I like too that you said that the excuse me, the blanket is actually weighted, so it's a lot warmer than people would maybe expect, and it looks pretty lightweight to be packing around. Yeah,
it's really nice. It's super cozy. Anytime you can feel like you're cozy and in your own element, I think it's easier to go to sleep.
Okay.
Shoes are also another big thing. These are by Echo. They're super lightweight, which I think is great, and they also just feel like slippers on your feet. So they're not too tight. You don't have to worry about laces or boots or anything like that. They slip on and off if you want to take them off. Really great, but I like to have them because I feel like slippers, I feel like I'm at home and I kind of feel maybe a little bit pampered.
Right.
Even in the middle seat.
A big one too, I know that we've had them on before, is sage. And I know people always pack all the different roller balls, which I feel like I could use right now. I've been a little bit sick over the last few weeks, but it actually helps too with germs, because a big thing when people are on the plane is when they get off is that they actually end up sick.
Exactly. So these are really great because there are a lot of natural oils in there that can help combat those signs of flu, if you're feeling a little bit icky. They also have the peppermint halo, which is great if you have a headache. A lot of people can tend to get headaches when they're flying in the air, so this can sort of help bring that down. There's also one for eating, so if you have a little bit of digestive issues, if you roll this on in key spots, it can kind of help ease some of that pain or uncomfortableness that you might be having from eating. But I do recommend not eating a big meal before you get on a plane to go to sleep.
I was going to say too, especially with plane food, people always seem to have a lot of issues because you can't really determine what it is you're going to get. I know that sometimes they let you make a selection, or you can pick and choose and buy off the menu, so having something like that would definitely help, as you mentioned, ease your metabolism.
And if you're not sure about it, the best thing is probably not to eat it, just so you're not running into any of those issues.
Okay. So I know too that you brought in the Bose canceling, like sound canceling, which is a really good idea, but you mentioned too if people don't have something like that, to even just bring a pair of regular old earplugs.
Yeah, I know it's not sexy, it's not anything really amazing, but earplugs are so great. It cancels out a lot of different things.
Right.
You know, just even if you're sort of muting that sound a little bit, it helps to help you go to sleep. And I also like having a playlist of music that helps you go to sleep. I love spa music, kind of puts me in the mood to, you know, really conk out. You have your eye mask on, you have some spa music, you have a little bit of peppermint halo, you're kind of good to go.
It's a nice combination.
Exactly.
Complements each other, and then you actually maybe feel like you're at home, even if you're in a three-seater airplane.
Exactly.
Okay, so, and then also just what are these little ones? I know you brought in some basic eye masks
so this is a little bit, probably more for the ladies, but eye masks just sort of help you feel a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more zen, and these are very subtle, so you don't have to worry about looking a little bit odd while you're on a plane. You just put them under your eye. It has beautiful essential oils in it to kind of make you feel like you're falling asleep a little bit more, and it can also help with puffy eyes if you have that issue for when you do land.
Well, I know a big thing too with airplanes is that there's not that natural air circulating throughout the plane, so I know for myself sometimes I actually will suffer from a breakout when being on an airplane. So they also have those new jet lag masks and things like that too to help hydrate your skin while you're on there, so you could be doing that while you're sleeping.
Exactly. You might as well do a couple of things at the same time, multitask while you're on the plane, so you look great when you land too.
So I like too that you brought in everything everything's pretty small. I know that you focus a lot on making sure things can all fit into a bag. I know that you do a lot of segments on packing a carry-on, and then none of this actually takes up much space either.
It really doesn't, and I think that's key. I would say, especially for shoes, you want to make sure that you're wearing your biggest shoes on the plane,
right,
so they don't take up a lot of space in your suitcase. And just these tiny little things. Look for everything in mini size. Definitely in terms of toiletries, you just want to have everything in the tiniest form possible, whether that's deodorant or essential oils, everything mini. And then my next biggest tip for packing is to roll. You need to roll as tightly as possible.
Which you can definitely do with that blanket.
Exactly.
All right, well, thank you so much for being here today. Thanks for bringing in some really great ideas, great tips. Lots of travelers out there, I'm sure, that will be using some of these, including myself. If you're looking for more information on Jennifer Weatherhead Harrington, head online to our website, travelandstyle.ca, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Lots of really good reads, lots of good tips up there as well if you're looking for more information. Back in a few minutes. Stay with us.